Hi everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what the message is at this time for you guys. Keep in mind it's general, okay? It could be past, present, or future. You will know best how this resonates in your story, if it resonates at all, okay? Let's see guys, what's the message today for the collective? What is the message today, Spirit? What is it today? What's going on? Let's see. Okay, and at the bottom we have the Four of Pentacles. All right, so we're starting off with the Eight of Swords. Somebody is feeling stuck in their head. Somebody is feeling trapped or stuck in a mindset, feeling like their hands are tied in a situation, okay? The Two of Pentacles, somebody is weighing their options. They're trying to find balance. They're doing multiple things at the same time here, but the Two of Wands in reverse is blocked action. Somebody can't move forward, or a path is blocked, or somebody made the wrong choice. Okay. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Let's see. The Tower. All right, so we're starting off with the Nine of Wands reverse. Somebody feels unprotected right now. They could feel vulnerable. Somebody feels like they don't have a defense, or they don't know how to protect themselves from something. They feel demotivated. They feel like they can't move forward. They feel like they're losing control. And something is a very shocking revelation. This is some sort of devastation. This is a sudden change that is very shocking. Someone feels unprotected. They feel vulnerable. They feel like they're losing control. They feel trapped and stuck. Okay, what's the Two of Pentacles? The Two of Cups. The Devil and the Five of Wands in reverse. This has to do with a relationship that's not in conflict, or this has to do with two people overcoming a fight, finding a solution, solving a problem. There's no conflict here in a relationship. The Devil. That seems out of place. Okay, let's see. What's the Two of Wands reverse? The Seven of Cups. Somebody is confused. They don't know what to think. The Hierophant. And the Six of Cups. Someone is confused about the past. Somebody is looking at the past and they feel confused. Okay, what is going on here? Tell me more about the Eight of Swords, please. The Eight of Swords. Wow, someone feels really stuck. Somebody feels very, very stuck, but why? Oh my God, I can't believe that. I cannot believe the Two of Wands in reverse. It comes out in reverse again. Somebody feels stuck and trapped and blocked. They made the wrong choice, or they feel blocked from making a move, or there's something that they can't do. They don't know what step to take. They don't know what to do, what action to take. But why? What is this? They're out of time. Time's up. Someone ran out of time for something. Why though? What is this? For a journey to move forward. So somebody right now, they feel stuck, trapped. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know where to go, where they're going. Bad health. Because someone is not in bad health. You're not in bad health? Someone isn't in bad health? What does that mean? Somebody is losing their stability. They've lost a sense of security. Something is not enduring. Something is not permanent. What is going on here? Help me understand this a bit better, please. This has to do with a King of Swords and bad health. The King of Swords and bad health. I feel like the Five of Pentacles is bad health. So a King of Swords said something about your health or said something about someone's health, but you're not in bad health. They said something about bad health. What did they say? They said, yo, okay, today again is like, wow, confirmation after confirmation. Look at this. Page of Wands is here twice. Some sort of a message. This has to do with some sort of messages around someone's health. From the past. This has to do with some sort of perception, someone reminiscing about the past. Some sort of reminiscing in the past, a message about someone's health. Because somebody doesn't like someone, someone isn't dating someone. Romance is blooming in reverse. What did this King of Swords say about someone's health here? The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. This has to do with a Queen of Wands receiving a gift, or somebody giving a gift to a Queen of Wands, or a Queen of Wands investing in something. What is that? A main female in reverse and a child. Oh, what the hell is this? This is like a pregnancy? Bad health in reverse. Somebody in bad health. A pregnancy maybe? A coffin. It's like a terminating a pregnancy. Messages. Okay. Yeah, lovers. This has to do with a relationship. Okay. What else? A relationship. All right. Some sort of messages about someone reminiscing in the past, thinking about the past, a past relationship, and someone being in bad health, someone sending someone money, somebody giving someone money, or giving someone money for a child. What, like child support, or what is this? This has to do with someone having a strategy here with a Queen of Cups. Someone trying to strategize something with a Queen of Cups. Because a cycle ended here, then this has to do with somebody thinking that they were going to get what they want, or this would give them some sort of wish fulfillment here, something to do with a plan. A relationship, okay? What is this plan, this strategy about? A relationship is not over. No second chances. A relationship is not over. Or maybe it's not a child, a literal child. Maybe it's just about someone's innocence, trying to make someone look innocent. A main female in the reverse. This has to do with some sort of messages of someone reminiscing about the past, someone being in bad health. But now they feel stuck, now they feel trapped and blocked because somebody is not in bad health. And they thought that this would be a plan here to say that a relationship is not over. Okay. The chaser. This has to do with somebody chasing after someone, being codependent. outdated thinking, conditioning. This has to do with someone being conditioned, someone being brainwashed, someone being conditioned that someone is a chaser. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The message, this has to do with a message, some sort of messages, somebody feeling like they could get the upper hand with some sort of messages. What do you mean? They could have control here. The Page of Cups. The Queen of Wands. This has to do with some sort of messages here. Somebody messaging the Queen of Wands, or some sort of messages connected to a Queen of Wands. Somebody texting, messaging a Queen of Wands. In the past, a past fight. This has to do with a fight that happened in the past, an argument that happened in the past. And somebody thought that these messages in the past would give them some sort of upper hand or some sort of leverage. The King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Thought that some sort of messages in the past with a fight would give them the upper hand with a Queen of Pentacles. Who is the Queen of Pentacles? Someone that did not get what they were expecting. By lying. Somebody didn't expect. Okay, so this is a bit confusing right now, but honestly. Wait, do you want me to speak on that? Do you want me to speak about my vision? The Three of Wands. Why do I feel like this is my vision? Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So there's a vision that came to me, okay? Like out of nowhere, it hit me. And it was almost like I was a fly on the wall in someone else's life. And I just saw like a whole movie that played out, right? And it was about, so someone was like being catfished, right? And the movie that then played out afterwards was that this person that was being catfished approached the family of the person that they thought they were talking to. So let's say that the person they thought they were talking to, let's say their name is Greg, okay? Yeah, something like that. So let's say their name is Greg. So this catfish person approaches the family of Greg and shows them the messages. And Greg's family goes, oh my God, you're not talking to Greg. That's not Greg. But I don't think that they told this person that they're not talking to Greg. I think that the Greg's family, in my vision that I got, they realized like that is not Greg. Like that person is not talking to our brother or our family member. And what happened in the vision is that the family asked for the phone number of the person that this woman was allegedly talking to. And then the family texted the number and said, we know you're not Greg. Who are you? And then in the vision, what ended up happening is that when the catfisher realized that the family knew that they are not Greg, that they are pretending to be Greg, they blackmailed them and said, oh yes, I'm not Greg, but I have all of this information and all this dirt on your family. And if you expose me as being a catfish, I will expose your entire family. That's the vision that hit me. And why is this giving me this? See, I didn't want to like start the reading off this, but it's almost like, look, a Queen of Pentacles didn't expect to be seen as a thief. So maybe Greg is not Greg, but this Queen of Pentacles, right? And someone maybe texted the number of Greg and was like, we know you're not Greg. Who are you? And this Queen of Pentacles didn't expect to be seen as the catfish or didn't expect to be seen as the criminal. So it doesn't have to be that, but it's giving me this. It's like somebody in your circle realizing that someone is playing games, and then confronting the person and being like, we know this, and that. We know that you're lying. We know that you're fake. And then the other person turning around and going, well, you can't expose me because I have all of this stuff that I can blackmail you with. And if you expose me, I'm taking you down with me. And that's what this is giving me. That's what this is giving me. A King of Swords then working with the Queen of Cups. So maybe this Queen of Pentacles then turned around and said, I have information about your family and I know what they did. And if you expose me, I'm going to be exposing something that your family did because I've been talking to this other person and I have all this dirt on you now. It's giving me that. And I feel like, look, whoever is talking to Greg and thinks that they're talking to Greg, I feel like they left this person in the dark. I feel like they never told. Somebody never told the catfished victim that they're being catfished. I feel like they left them in the dark on purpose. And the only people that know that someone is really not Greg is like someone's family and the catfisher or the thief, the liar. And now the family and the catfisher are working together. And it's only because of the blackmail that's on the table. Okay, I don't know. That's the vision I got though. That is the vision I got. And I saw it like a fly on the wall. And what I saw is this, like a family member texting a catfisher going like, I know you're not this person. Who are you? And then the catfisher going, you can't expose me because I have all this blackmail on you. Yes, I'm not Greg. It's something like that. Okay, I don't know. That's what this is giving me though. And for some reason, they feel like, look, I feel like this Queen of Wands, these messages and strength, this is about how, for some reason, the family of someone and the catfisher that are now working together behind the scenes, they feel like it's almost their advantage that the catfished victim doesn't know anything. They think it's like a strength that this person is in the dark. Someone is in the dark. And I feel like maybe it's this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is completely in the dark. They don't know anything. They don't know what someone's family knows. If they're being catfished, they don't know what the family knows. They're being kept in the dark on purpose because it's almost like the catfisher and the family that are now only working together because of the family being blackmailed by the catfisher or by the criminal. They feel like it's their advantage in the situation that this person stays in the dark and has no idea about what's going on. Why that is, I don't know, but they feel like it's their advantage that this person doesn't know anything. So there's a family now working together with a catfisher. Now, I didn't want to speak on that vision until I felt like it was ready, like I was supposed to. But with this here, this conditioning card coming out, I feel like this is the brainwashed victim, like the person that is stuck in outdated thinking, the person that is conditioned, the one that is brainwashed to thinking that someone is chasing after them, to thinking that someone is chasing after someone. I don't know. So this is the plan that they think they're going to get what they want. So part of the way that this family, who I feel like is the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups, part of the way that they think that they're going to get what they want is by keeping the brainwashed, catfished victim in the illusion that they're talking to this Greg, who's their family member. If that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. Okay, why is it, why do they want this person to stay brainwashed and catfished? Because this is what they've been working towards for this, because of what they've been working on, because of what they've been invested into. The Star, their wish fulfillment. The Hermit, because of a secret, it's a catfisher, it's a secret identity. Because somebody has stolen someone's identity and someone has been catfishing someone. Someone has stolen someone's identity. Somebody's catfishing someone. It's a stolen identity. The Four of Swords in reverse, but now they're very anxious. Somebody's very anxious. They're worried. They're burnt out. They're stressed out. They can't rest because of the plan with the Queen of Cups. No, this is, no. This is what they blackmailed someone with. So maybe the catfisher was like, you have to work with me because I have dirt on the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this revelation came, the working together with the catfisher or the criminal, it came when the catfisher said, I have dirt on the Queen of Cups and something that they did. So you have to work together with me and keep quiet that I'm a fake person and I'm a catfish, or else I'll expose this Queen of Cups. And it came after someone it could be a King of Swords or someone texting the number and saying, who are you? We know that you're not this person. We know that you're not our family member. You're just pretending to be them. So who are you? That's when everything came out for someone. Two of Swords in reverse. The Sun. That's when it came out. Yo, that's crazy. And I saw it like in a movie, like in my mind, it played out. Okay, so that's how they connected. That's how this family got connected to a criminal catfisher. The Fool and the Chariot. That's why they took this risk to move forward on something. That's the truth. The truth. The Ace of Swords. This is the truth about somebody giving something to someone. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that the catfisher, a criminal catfisher, reaches out to this Queen of Wands and promises the Queen of Wands something. If it's money, if it's a gift, if it's some sort of abundance, it's a bribe. But they promised them something, or they were manipulating a certain person in order to gain off of them or to get something from them, okay? To manipulate them into doing something for them. It's a criminal that's pretending to be someone else in order to get a third party to do something for them so that they don't have to do it, they don't have to get their hands dirty, okay? So they're telling this Queen of Wands that this Queen of Wands is gonna get something out of it. They're gonna give something to the Queen of Wands. They're also pretending to be this family member, or let's just call them Greg, right? So then this Queen of Wands must have approached the family and said, look at this. Greg has been texting me. They want to do this. They want to give me this. They want to do that. And the family looks at the messages, goes, I think that they only thought it. I don't think they spoke it out loud. I think they thought to themselves, that is not Greg. That is not Greg. That's not Greg. Never. Can't be. It must have happened somehow like that. That's when the truth came out, okay? So what's the Six of Pentacles? Abundance, the truth about the money that was given to someone. Somebody gave someone money and they knew that they couldn't run away from it. They knew they couldn't get away with it. They couldn't run away from it. And also they didn't want to face some sort of turmoil. The Tower. So what I'm getting here is that the catfishing criminal sent this Queen of Wands some sort of money or paid someone some sort of money. Maybe at first the Queen of Cups, whoever that is, got wrapped up into thinking also that this is Greg. So if the Queen of Wands goes to the Queen of Cups, his family member, and says, oh my God, look, Greg is texting me all these things. It's Greg. They want to send us money. They need us. Greg needs us to do this, this, and that. And they're going to send us this money. Maybe the Queen of Cups at the beginning also got wrapped up into the manipulation, into the brainwashing. And then other family members looked at the messages and were like, that's not Greg. Oh my God. And that's when they texted the number, said, who the fuck are you? We know you're not Greg. And they said, we have dirt on the Queen of Cups, your family member. We sent them money. We're going to take you down if you don't help us. The truth about them sending the money, or that's something like that. Okay, so that is like I feel like this is a very specific channeled message for someone, okay? Because I feel like I'm channeling it as it's coming in images to me. Okay, what else does the collective need to know about this? They can't, and that's when they knew they can't defend themselves. And they couldn't defend themselves because the catfisher criminal has dirt on them. They could have kept screenshots of the exchange. They could have kept screenshots of the instructions. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, we want you to do this, this, and that. We're going to send you money. Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands not knowing they're talking to a criminal catfisher who's not Greg. And the catfishing criminal has all the evidence of this. They knew they couldn't defend themselves from something that they had done. Strength, and they had no strength. They had no strength. They had nothing to stand on. No leverage. No leverage. Stressed out, worried, scared. No leverage. No strength. Nothing to defend themselves with. Because also, I feel like Page of Cups, Page of Wands, because also they don't know who's on the other side of the phone. And I feel like that's why they felt like they didn't have anything to stand on. They didn't have anything to defend themselves with because they don't know who's contacting them. They could have asked the catfisher, we know you're not this person, who are you? But the catfisher will not give them their name. They don't know who they're talking to. They don't know who it is. So they have nothing to use. All they can do now is like follow the instructions of this strange criminal on the other line that they have no idea who the fuck they are. That's like blackmailing them now with things that they've done in the past, or whatever this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups did in the past, thinking that it's Greg or their family member. Now, Greg is just an imaginary name, guys, but I'm trying to, make it make sense so that I don't like jump back and forth between all these people, because there's a lot of people involved, right? The Eight of Pentacles, you're going to work together with us. You are going to work together with me, the imaginary person here, catfisher, or else I'm going to expose you. And they don't know who it is. Chariot in reverse, yeah, they felt like they lost control. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, what's that? The Queen of Wands in reverse, Six of Swords. Yeah, if you want your family or this Queen of Wands to get away with what they have done, you're going to do everything that we say. You're going to do everything we tell you to do, or else we're going to expose everything, okay? Yeah, okay, the family. It's a family that got themselves into some shit because one gullible, naive person got catfished and thought they were talking to Greg or Kevin or whoever the fuck, right? Okay, so that's how they got themselves into this mess. That's why they felt trapped and vulnerable and like they didn't know what to do and like they couldn't protect themselves. The Tower moment. So this isn't about a child. It's about how to make their family member or this Queen of Wands look innocent after falling for a catfish. Right, okay, so what else about this? Not being able to defend themselves. Knight of Cups, because someone fell for the catfish. Because a catfish came to the Queen of Wands and said, oh yeah, I want to give you this cup of love. Here, Queen of Wands, my cup of love. All this affection, lovey-lovey, right? Okay. The Three of Cups in reverse. Something about a third party cheating, Page of Cups in reverse. Something about rejecting someone. The Queen of Swords in reverse. This is what the catfish told the Queen of Wands. Yeah, but this is also at the same time what exposed the catfish. Okay? Something they said about love. That this is how they couldn't charm and use someone. Yeah, this is how, okay, this is how the family was like, no, talking, text calls and emails. This is how, okay, so Queen of Wands is talking to, I'm assuming it's a feminine energy, thinking that they're talking to a masculine, who's telling them all these things about love, and I want to be with you, and I want to shower you with gifts, and I'm going to give you this money, and we can be together. But first, you have to do something dark and sinister for us to be together. It's giving me something like that, right? Queen of Wands falls for the mess. The family members look at this and go, no, that is not our family member. It can't be. Our family member would never talk to this Queen of Wands. It's not them, never. Okay, that's how it was like, no, that's not them. That's not them. That does not match their life. That doesn't match their attitude. That doesn't match how they feel. That's not them. Okay, something about love is like, no, our brother, our cousin, our uncle does not love this Queen of Wands. Never in the fucking hell. That is not them. So who's the person on the other line? Okay. Right. So what's the Two of Pentacles? The Two of Swords. Yeah, this person was a bit delusional, okay? The Ten of Cups. Yeah, the family was like, oh God, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. The Three of Swords. They didn't know what to think. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know something. So tell me more about the family, Two of Pentacles. Gift. Because the catfisher was promising this Queen of Wands a gift. Okay? Or the catfisher gave this Queen of Wands a gift in the past. Or maybe that's what made them go, no, that is not our family member. Our family member wouldn't have done that. That's not our family member who gave you this gift. That's not from them. Okay, something like that. Change. That's when something changed. That's when something changed. So it changed when the Queen of Wands confided in the family and said, look, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your whatever, gave me this gift or promised me this gift, or they're talking to me. That's when something changed, okay? What else? Heartbroken. Somebody was heartbroken, sad, devastated, grieving a breakup. The truth about someone being heartbroken, sad about a breakup. So maybe this catfisher told the Queen of Wands that they were so heartbroken, devastated about a breakup, and the family knew that that was not true. The family knew that that was definitely not the truth at all, okay? Yeah, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship. Yeah, this was a one-sided thing. They knew that whatever the Queen of Wands was thinking is going on here, it was one-sided. It was totally one-sided. It's like the feelings or the things that the catfish was saying to the Queen of Wands gave the fact away that it was a catfish. That it was not their family member saying these things. The family knew that that was not their family member saying these things. Yeah. About giving and receiving affection. Yeah, that's what gave it away. It's like, no, that's not Kevin. That's not Jason. That's not Greg. No way. They wouldn't say these kind of things. They don't feel that way. This is not them. Okay? The strength. Yeah, but they had no strength. They had no leverage. They had no leverage. The King of Cups, because they did not know who the fuck was behind it. They didn't know who was behind it. They didn't have the upper hand in the situation. Or that's how they felt, at least. So these people, this family, then felt like they were at the mercy of the catfishing criminals to do everything that they said and do everything that they tell them, because they had no leverage. They didn't know who it was, who was telling them to do these things, who had the information on them. Okay, they were at their mercy. But that's how they felt anyways. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, to not work together. To not work together with them. Yeah. The Nine of Swords. They felt like they were at these people's mercies. At their mercy. Message in reverse. They knew that it was not their family member sending these messages. They knew it. They knew that. They just didn't know who was behind it. Okay, what's the Two of Wands reverse? Yeah, but somebody was, they were under control, the devil. This is how this catfishing criminal was able to control this entire family, to do their bidding at their will and mercy, because they were the ones in control. they were the ones in control. They were controlling a whole family because of their hidden anonymous nature, I guess you could say, right? It's like, how are you supposed to fight against someone who's blackmailing you when you don't even know who they are? You don't even know who it is, who has this information about your family members and what they might have done for money. They took a bribe, and what kind of heinous criminal things they might have done because they were brainwashed and because they were manipulated by a catfish. Someone had dirt on them, serious, illegal dirt on them and their family, and they didn't even know who it was. All they knew was like a number that they could text. That's it. Okay, so what's the 2 of Wands reverse? House in reverse. They felt blocked because of someone leaving, moving out, losing a house. That's where they're getting their information from, what to say. The catfishing criminal is telling this family what to say. They're giving 2 different people different information because, look, the one person that's being catfished is still in the illusion. And I feel like it's maybe, I don't know if the catfishing criminals told this family to keep it that way. Like, don't you dare tell them that we're a catfish. You're going to do everything that we say. They're also giving the family the information, what to say, how to do it, what to do, when to do it. That's how it's being filtered through. It's all coming from this catfish. And this family, I feel like they don't even know who they're working with. They don't even know who. Do they know? I feel like they don't know. The 7 of Swords in reverse. Who am I exposing? I don't know. The 3 of Wands. They're exposed now for their plan of giving something to someone. No, this is how they threaten them. This is how they threaten them. They said, look, if you don't work together with me, I'm going to expose how I gave your family members money and told them what to do in the future and the plans. It's like, I'm going to expose you. But they don't know who it is. Something about traveling because of a fight. Traveling because of a fight. Something about leaving a house. This is why they're getting wrong information. This is why they don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, look, this is someone's family. Their family, let's say it's Greg or Jason or Kevin, whoever, their family is fucking confused about what is going on in Greg's life or in Jason's life, because the catfishing criminal is pretending like they have the information or they have the details of everything that's going on. But they don't. They have filtered information that they're getting because they're like a stalker or a hacker or some sort of external third-party criminal enterprise that's getting, filtered information. Then they're using it, filtering it back to the family to have them do some sort of, planning or whatever this is. They're getting filtered information. And this has to do with why someone left the house or why someone moved out, why someone wasn't home, okay? So leaving, traveling because of a fight, leaving, traveling because of an argument. They got this information from the catfish. They didn't get this information from their family member, Greg. They're getting it from this catfishing criminal who's filtering the information to them. That's what I'm getting here. And that's why something is backfiring really badly right now. Because the family might be realizing that this catfishing criminal has no fucking idea what they're talking about. Their information is not coming from Greg because Greg might be very private, okay? Or, whoever this person is that someone is pretending to be, they are very private. They might not talk to their family members about their business or what's going on with their life. They might keep a lot of things to themselves. If they're going through problems, they don't talk to their family about it. They don't confide in their family about it. Their family members have no idea what is going on in their life. All they maybe see is like, you know, kind of things from the outside perspective, but then they have this catfishing criminal who's filtering them information that seems legit, but it's not. And that's causing a huge tower and a huge backfire right now, because these family members are realizing that someone has been telling them wrong information, okay? They did not listen to their intuition about this either. They didn't listen to their intuition. Oh my God, the truth about someone's actions that they took. So they took some sort of actions based off of filtered third-party stalker hacker information from a criminal enterprise. And now they're realizing how wrong they were, and they can't even say that they are connected to Greg or know Greg or have any, you know, have any information from their family member's life, because that's not where they're getting their information from. And now it looks super messy, okay? The sin, and they're exposed. Seven of Swords in reverse. Something is exposed, 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 exposed. Exposed, exposed, exposed. What is exposed here? That's someone behind the scenes, a strategy, a plan. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups in reverse. This is what they're blackmailing them with, the family with. You're going to do everything we say, or we're going to expose everything about this Queen of Cups in reverse, your family member, and what we paid them to do. We have all of the information. We have all of the screenshots. We have all of the instructions that we sent to the Queen of Wands text messages. And if you don't do what we tell you to do, we're exposing this Queen of Cups in reverse, this family member. You're going to do everything we say, or we're taking them down. And the Queen of Wands, because these two feminine energies got catfished and duped by a criminal catfisher. These two feminine ladies got paid money, they got paid bribes to do heinous criminal things, thinking that they were talking to Greg when they fucking weren't. And now the catfisher is blackmailing them, blackmailing the family with this. What these two feminine energies did for money. Talking to a fucking catfish. Yeah. The Six of Swords. You want these ladies to get away with what they did? Because, oh, here's the Queen of Pentacles. Why do I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is the catfish? Queen of Pentacles is sitting on the phone talking to a King of Swords saying, you're going to do everything I tell you to do, or I'm going to make sure that Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands goes to jail, because I have all the screenshots of what I told them to do when I was pretending to be Greg. Yeah. Four of Swords in reverse. Now someone is feeling uneasy, anxious. Why? Can't rest, can't sleep here. Because they have no fucking defense. They have no defense. They cannot defend themselves at all. Because someone is not in bad health. What does that mean? Bad health in reverse. They can't defend themselves at all because someone's not in bad health. Why does that keep coming out? Bad health in reverse. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany. What? They cannot fix this. There's something that they cannot fix. There's something that they cannot work through. They cannot fix it. They cannot rebuild it. They can't fix it. They can't take it back. They can't reverse it. They're unprotected now. Because something isn't ending. They can't end something. They can't change something. They can't change something that they did. They did something, they can't take it back. And they don't even know who they're talking to on the other line. That's why they're getting desperate. That's why they're starting to panic like this. That's why they're getting so desperate, because they've been doing so many things at the hands of a catfisher. They don't even know who they're talking to. They don't even know what this, what's going on here. And this catfisher has like ran them into the mud with something. And now they're left trying to figure out how they're going to defend this Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, because this catfisher has actual evidence on them and what they've done in the past. And not just that, they don't realize this catfisher is literally probably screenshotting everything that they're telling them to do. And they have all of this information about what they're telling these people to do. That's illegal. There's so much evidence, and this catfisher has it all, this Queen of Pentacles. They have it all. And they're using it against them. Yeah, okay. The Five of Cups, and that's why they're sad. That's why they're sad and desperate right now. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. That's why they're sad, because of a King of Pentacles and a big Page of Pentacles, because of something on a phone, right? Because everything is on the phone. Because literally everything is on the phone. Everything. Everything. Everything is on text message. Okay, so what now? What now? This is like a robot voice. Like I'm getting it, like them trying to call this person. It's like a robot voice coming through the phone. Like, you're gonna do everything. It's like a ransom. It's like when these criminal enterprises use like this voice distorting robot to like give instructions. Like, you're gonna give me $1 million, or I'm gonna do this, and that. It's giving me something like that. The Star and the Three of Swords. Oh my God, it's not going to work. Page of Cups in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is heartbroken right now because their plan is not working. Their plan didn't work. Their plan didn't work. So something that this catfisher told them to do, or this hidden identity told them to do, it didn't work. And now they're freaking out. Now they're just devastated, okay? The Nine of Pentacles, because somebody might have promised them that this would work. Eight of Cups in reverse, they can't get out of it. They can't walk away. They also feel like they can't walk away. Judgment, yeah, they're under judgment. They feel like they can't get away with something, they can't walk away from something. Ace of Wands. The Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is the criminal, the catfisher. They won't let them walk away. It's like they won't let them leave the situation or surrender. It's like they keep coming back and telling them what to do. Like they just keep coming back with more instructions. I can't make it out. The Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, catfishing scammer, keeps coming back and saying, well, don't you remember all that money that I gave to Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups? Yeah, I have evidence of all that money that I gave them to do something really heinous. So if you don't want me exposing the fact that your family members got all this money to do these crazy things, then you're going to do what I say. That's what Queen of Pentacles is doing here. Yeah. Is this Queen of Photoshop right here? Queen of Pentacles. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to expose your family. And these people don't even know that it's this person behind it. They don't even know. They don't even know. Right? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there. Message of concern in reverse. Someone is expecting to be exposed as a false person. That's why they keep doing something. That's why they keep doing something. Like someone could be asking themselves, like, why do these people not stop? Why do they keep doing something? Why do they keep going? Why do they keep coming up with stupid shit? Why do they keep doing even crazier shit? Why do the plans not stop? Why don't they just stop and tell the truth? Because there is a Queen of Pentacles catfishing criminal scammer behind the scenes texting or calling these people with some sort of a, I don't know, formatted device, I guess you could say, telling these people what to do and blackmailing them, saying that if they don't do this, this, and that, and they don't say this, this, and that, they're going to be exposed for the bribe, for the money, for the whatever, everything that this person told them to do up until this point. That's what it is. It's a whole blackmailing pyramid scheme, apparently, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.